WrestleMania 2000, the plan was to do the four-way, a McMahon in every corner. But the initial four were going to be The Rock, Triple H, The Big Show, and Chris Jericho. They end up going with Foley. They bring him back 6 weeks after his retirement. Jericho has spoken about this at length in Inside the Ropes magazine issue 3, so please do go check that out.
Well, you should talk about this because you talked to him about
Yeah,
this. He was on the poster. Right?
I asked him about it because the poster was, you can Google WrestleMania 2000 poster, and he was on the poster. So obviously there was a plan if the four of them are on the poster that's going to happen. He comes in August of '99. He does the promo with The Rock. He does the promo with The Undertaker, and very quickly it just goes south for him. He's booked against the Road Dogg. He's just booked in undercard stuff. He's not really having these big matches that you'd think he would have. And the story is that they just didn't see him as ready. They didn't see him as being the level of star that should be in there. And while I can understand sometimes you go, well, was he ready? Well, look at some of the main eventers they had. The Big Show?
Yeah.
Was the Big Show any more ready than Chris Jericho was? Like, I love The Undertaker, but like he was dire in 1999 in the ring. So, like, for Jericho, if he had been in that, and when we talked about it, he said, say he was Linda's pick. Linda's picking for the future of the WWF. She's picking Chris Jericho. Had he been put in that spot, I think he would have done really well. I think he would have done a lot more with it. I think it hurt Mick Foley a lot to be in that match.
Devalued him.
Yeah. Really devalued. And I think that return also was part of the reason he didn't come back the following year, because he was going to face Vince at WrestleMania 17. So I think for Jericho, it's like, look at the booking of him in 2000. They do not see him as a star. They have him, he beats Triple H on Raw for the title. Then an hour later, he has to drop it back. Then he has to get pinned by Triple H that night. Then later on, he's feuding with X-Pac. It's just...
It was stop-start with him for a long time, really, and until sort of the end of 2001, they kind of went, right, fine, we'll do it now. And it was too late by then, really. Like... He was hot when he came in.
You'd already made him just a guy.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he would have WrestleMania 2000. He said to you, he said I'd have crushed it if I was given the chance to, but it was very hard politically then, and
because if you're a guy if you're in your mid to late 20s and you go into that sphere, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. And look, if he was in it, he'd have probably been the first guy out, for sure, and would have been a bit disappointing, I guess, and it might have derailed him. I mean, fortunately for him, he did get his WrestleMania main event, 2 years later. Well, I say fortunately, probably wasn't what he wanted, and it's a shame. It is a shame, but look, it's not like him not being in that match has ruined his career. He's done pretty well.
He has.
So